I think the thing that's most obvious in this space is the view, which is the view of this development that's going up across the street. And what I wanted to think about in this space was the quality of the light and how that light is going to change over time as this development goes up, and also the larger resonances that developments like this, or consequences that developments like this have in cities like Richmond and Vancouver and Toronto. And so the couches that you see in the room are all from my family's home, and they're arranged in this way which evokes a clock or a sundial, and that relates to light and to time. And there's this beautiful quote that I read in a book when I was thinking about time, which was the fact that time exists because of the movement of the earth. And I thought that, yeah, that's such a beautiful way of thinking about time and space and how they're related together. And I guess the reason why time is important, I mean, aside from the obvious parts, is that it's also about aging, and I think that aging relates in my life a lot to property and how we can feel secure or have some feelings of stability that we feel like we need to have. And so on the walls behind you is this work that's called Property Calendar, and you're free to read it and flip through it, and there's 10 different versions of the same calendar. They're all set on different dates, and it's a journal that I kept for about 13 months, where every time topics of property or real estate came up in conversation, I wrote it down. So it was a very exhausting journal to keep, because every day people talk about property and real estate, and also, there's things in my life that were going on at the same time that relate to that. But what will happen over the course of the show is that every day the attendants will rip off one of the days of the calendar, and the calendars will progress. So if you come back at a different point in the show, you'll read different entries. You're also free to pick up those entries that are on the floor and look at them.
And you're welcome to sit on the couches.